Hi there, my name is Brandon and I bet you're really excited to be starting life at university. But wait a second, university is a huge step up from the world of school and college. Not to mention that the structure can be a little confusing at times. You know, with the mentality of no 2 weeks are the same, that sort of thing. Well, it's a good job you clicked on this video because today I'm going to be sharing with you all the different types of academic learning there are at university. 5 types to be exact. Like with how no 2 weeks are the same, no 2 courses are the same either, so don't expect this to be everything that every single student from every different course will be doing. This is just a general way of applying all the different types of learning and applying them to a course in one way or another. So without any further ado, let's get started. Lectures. Probably the thing you associate most when it comes to university learning. In comparison to all the other types I'm going to be mentioning today, lectures are by far the most modular. You could be sitting in a lecture hall filled with anywhere from 20 to 200 plus people, and lectures are one of the few instances in which the learning is direct. By that I mean that it is the tutor and lecturer giving, sharing, and educating the people who are attending the lecture. It's probably the most familiar because it's kind of a step up from the regular classes you'd be having when attending school and college. Oh, but those are boring. I'd say far from it, because each tutor brings something unique and different each time round, so every experience is different. Not to mention that there can be a ton of interactive elements as well. In terms of structure and length, lectures tend to be anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. If you're unlucky, you might have a 3 to 4 hour one, and can happen at any time from 9 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Also, lecture capture is a thing, but this isn't a substitute for learning. It's just an additional resource. Lectures 2, Seminar Boogaloo. Seminars are the next main type of academic learning, and they tend to start to delve more into the world of indirect learning. In a seminar's case, that means doing the weekly reading in preparation for a bunch of discussions and debates and a more in-depth look at the topic. Whilst these tend to be no longer than about an hour, they're very beneficial. They're really good at helping you grow your argumentative skills, as well as developing your ideas further and helping to get a better understanding of the module as a whole. Also, seminars tend to be much smaller. This helps you get to know your peers better, as well as your tutor. Yes, tutorials. The return of the Jedi of academic learning. Tutorials are one-to-one sessions which you have with your tutor, learning advisor, etc. And they don't tend to be any longer than about half an hour to an hour. You can go through any sorts of difficulties that you might be having with the modules or topics, as well as getting consistent feedback and improvements for your work. With my experience with tutorials, they were making sure that I got everything right, as well as using my personal tutor for any other issues that I might be having. Brandon, what's a personal tutor? A tutor that's personal, obviously. No, in all seriousness, a personal tutor is a tutor that is assigned to you throughout the entirety of your course through university. These tutors and tutorials are your first port of call for anything that you might be having difficulty with. And not just for your course, for any university related issue. Workshops, finally, some practical stuff. Right in my ear. Workshops tend to have the longest sessions, but they need to be because of how hands-on, active and practical they are. And workshops aren't just for the creative courses either, such as in the sciences where you have lab sessions. Workshops like these tend to be the most memorable because of the skills that you gain from them, and the active learning format really helps you to prepare for the world of work. And in first and second year, for me at least, all my workshops tend to be on the same day. The same long day. Independent learning, every student's trigger word. Apart from money. Whilst workshops tend to have the longest sessions, independent learning is by far the biggest time consumer. Whilst contact time is always dependent on the course, if you've ever noticed that there's some spare time in your timetable, it's because that time is meant to be spent doing independent learning. Whether it be academic reading, project work, exam preparation, or essays, there's a lot that goes into independent learning. But by putting all that time and effort in, you're going to get the best result you possibly can. All you have to do is stop procrastinating. Oh hey video games. Oh, what's this? What's this? It's bonus round time. Yes, it's not 5 types of academic learning, it's 6. I'm a massive liar. Whilst you may always have a set timetable, there is always a bunch of other academic stuff that you can attend. All optional, but the more the merrier. This includes guest lectures for interesting topics, academic events and festivals, networking opportunities, as well as additional office hours in case you need a little extra time with your tutor. Like I said, all optional, but well worth it. So I hope you found this video on the different types of academic learning useful. Hopefully this has cleared up some of the loose ends that you may have had with regards to the different types of learning, as well as how they differ from one another. My name's Brandon and I shall see you very soon. Bye for now. Now where's that DS?